Bethan, and I'm married to Matt, and we have a son, Eli. And we lived in South London and in Bromley, and kind of looked at where we were living in our lives at the time. We were both working really full-time hours. We wanted to do something different and a little more practical and intentional with what God was asking us to do. I think we wanted to connect with some of the issues of justice in our country, poverty, and those issues are right on our doorstep, not just in other countries, and we wanted to make a difference with that. So we were in communication with some really good friends of ours at the time who were deciding to move into one of the poorest areas of not only London but the country as well, and we decided we'd love to move with them and get involved in that community. So we chose to live together, two young married couples, sharing in a community in terms of our household, but also getting involved in the community in that area. If we're really believing what we're reading in the Bible, we needed to make some very intentional changes to our lifestyle. I think that's about giving people your time, learning about their culture, their lives, what they're struggling with. I think it's quite hard to do that from the safety of your kind of opulent lifestyle. So I think we felt we needed to make some sacrifices, really understand what it means to live simply, to live without some of the comforts that you would ordinarily go for. I would say probably one of the biggest challenges is feeling like you want to be making more of a difference than you actually are. It takes time and you get impatient. You want to see change, you want to see things getting better. So I think sharing your possessions and your finances is really freeing, because it makes you realise actually you've been living on more than you need to, really, and it's amazing what you can do with very little, and God provides as you need, so that's a very freeing thing. We've been living in our community now for about 2.5 years, and we're really beginning to feel that we have some strong relationships there, and that it really is beginning to feel like home. I think I've learned loads about myself through doing this. I think I've learned that I can cope with more than I would expect. I'm someone who likes things pretty straightforward, fairly safe. I think I've learned that I can deal with much less comfortable situations. I don't need certain things in place to feel at home or to feel safe. And I think I've learned that life is really exciting when you aren't necessarily sure what's coming next. I think now that we've made this change, we've realised that we couldn't go back to how we were living before. It's like this now forever.